everybody is a victim of gang stalking, but every black person is definitely a victim of surveillance and gang stalking, right? This is Rap the News, and today we're going to be talking about gang stalking. A lot of people have been asking me to talk about it, but been kind of reluctant because it's a intense, deep topic, and basically, people are always looking at the iceberg part of it, but they're not seeing what's below the iceberg that they see. And I like to get to the source, of the problem. I don't like to talk about the symptoms. And so I say that again. When I talk about a subject, a lot of people I see talk about the symptoms, and I talk about the source of the problem. So today, in our definition of gang stalking, we're going to be talking more about the source. What is gang stalking and where did it come from? Let's get into it, man. Okay, we're going to talk about the symptoms first. The symptoms: someone is pursuing you. Some people are pursuing you. Some entities are pursuing you. But why? You notice when you go to the store, sometimes the same people is at the store waiting for you. You notice you start seeing the same faces. You notice that when you pull out, a car is following behind you. You just start noticing that. But I'm going to tell you something about that. A lot of people that you see, a lot of people that's following you, a lot of people that's doing this and doing that, they are unaware of it. They are unaware of it. You would think they purposely know what they're doing. Some of them do, because some of them are hired straight by the Satan to screw with you. But others, they are demon possessions, meaning that they don't even know why they turned the corner. They don't know why they went down that alley. You probably have been used to do the same thing and didn't know. Why did I make a turn? I wasn't supposed to make a turn right here. And somebody looking at you in their rear view and saying, why are they following me? You have no idea you're following a car, but you have no idea that you made that turn because Satan made you make that turn. And so it's knowingly and unknowingly when you're dealing with gang stalking. And so stalking definition, because we know gang means group, and then stalking is the whole thing. It's to pursue, to follow, or approach stealthily. It's without being discovered. Pursue without being discovered. To creep up on. You didn't know I was coming. You didn't suspect me. To trail, to follow, to shadow, to track down, to go after, or hunt, or chase. I'm getting over this cold, man. It's like almost gone, man. Just got this cough left, every once in a while. Pursue definition: to follow someone or something in order to catch or attack them. So, gang stalking. Gang stalking can go so far as of what I noticed, and I've been noticing. I said, how can two cars in a rural place meet up at the same time at 4 o'clock in the morning? I've always told my kids that. I was like, look at this. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. This is a street that nobody goes down to, and look at me in this car approaching the intersection at the same time. Gang stalking. And you would think not, but all of that is set up. It's set up by God, and it's also set up by Satan. All of it is set up. And then we're going to show you God's part in it, Satan's part in it, and your part in it. But all of it has something to do with all of it. Fixation definition. Another reason for stalking is because they're fixated on something about you. An obsessive interest in or feeling about someone or something. Yeah. And like I said, I like to work on the root of it, the heart of the problem. Hatred is another one. Hatred definition: intense dislike or ill will, resentment, aversion, hostility, or ill feelings. Hatred. So we got stalking, pursue, fixation, hatred, gang stalking. Surveillance definition: still a part of gang stalking. To spy on one with close observation. To monitor with scrutiny. Everybody is a victim of gang stalking, but every black person is definitely a victim of surveillance and gang stalking. Right? And so let's get to the beginning and why. The Gentiles gang stalk you because they hated you from the beginning. Damn it, RapTheNews, shit. There go the systemic racism again, huh? Right? There go the truth again. We got to get to the heart of the problem. Okay, let's get to it. That means hear me out. Ezekiel 35:5. Because you harbored an ancient hatred. Something you don't want to let go of. And so you start doing what? Being crazy with it. Fixated on it. Fixation is insanity. You harbored an ancient hatred. You've been hating for a long time for the people of Israel. And it led you to butcher them. It led you to murder us. It led you to enslave us. It led you to go to hell behind us, man. Do you know most Gentiles, if not all of them, are going to hell behind black people? I say it again. Gentiles are going to hell behind black people. It ain't because it's the black person's fault. It's because they are fixated on you some type of way, and they don't want to be obedient to God because of you. Okay. You butchered them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for their sins. Therefore, as surely as I live, declares the Lord God, I will give you over to bloodshed, Gentile. So you're going to be fighting against your brother, and it will pursue you. So what is he saying you do? You pursue us. You watched and you waited till we were what? Helpless. And then you went in and made your move. You attacked Israel. 70 AD. Roman Empire, along with the Arabs and other nations, attacked Israel 2 months consecutively until they came in and destroyed the people and everything in it. And so God said, bloodshed is going to pursue you. It hasn't got to you yet. You are one of those people, you don't understand how it feels to be hunted. An individual case maybe, but I'm talking about as a nation. So pursue again is what? Stalking. So it's saying the Gentiles are doing what to us? Gang stalking us. And then they don't have to believe God because a lot of them don't anyway. Psalms 109:3. And like I said, when I talk, I use the scriptures to back up everything that I say. You know, what are you backing yours up with? Conjecture? They compassed me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. But it is a cause. And that cause goes all the way back to the garden, don't it? While the Gentile nations were mischief makers, because that's what they were created as, the crooked serpents, that's what you were created as, you saw another creation being made, and that was mankind. And you envied that creation. And then it killed you when God breathed the spirit into man and he became a living being. And that's why till today you use the phrase, we hate you because you breathe. Okay. Let's keep going. And I'm going to prove everything with scriptures. Proverbs 10:18. He that hideth hatred, which is the majority of Gentiles, with lying lips, he that uttereth a slander is a fool. So they're all foolish. They became foolish in their thinking. Proverbs 26:26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit? His hatred is covered by deceit. They think because I'm preaching knowledge, and that knowledge goes against how they feel, that it's somehow racism, which is just fucking utter ignorance. Like, tell me the racist thing that I said so far, and then think hard about what I said, and then you can find the truth in it. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. The one who's hiding hatred is covered by deceit. Hi, have a nice day. They can't stand your black guts. Satan was the first gang stalker. Genesis 3:14. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Satan, who is a Gentile? Because they try to make you think it's a mysterious creation there. There's no fucking mysterious creation. There are the angels, there are the Gentiles, and there's 4 types of Gentiles. So when they say everything that creepeth upon the ground, the birds that fly in the air, and the fowls of this, and the beasts of the field, they're talking about 4 types of Gentile. They just hid behind animals and creeping things. When it says Satan was a subtle serpent, he is a type of Gentile. He is not an actual snake. His actions are snake-like. Okay? So, because thou hast done this, cursed above all the cattle, and above every beast of the field. And on thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And God said unto the what? Serpent, who is what? Satan. Is he an actual snake? We know he is not. He is an actual Gentile. And what was his problem? He seduced Adam and Eve. Why? Because he wanted to show Adam and Eve that not only was the Gentile filthy or crooked, but so was mankind. And so I'll make them obey you to show you, God, that they are crooked. There's a difference between being crooked and deceived. Adam and Eve wasn't crooked. They were gullible. They didn't know this creature had been around. It's almost like a 70-year-old adult tricking a 3-year-old. That is the parable of Adam and Eve and Satan. Satan is an ancient dragon, an ancient demon, and it's just talking about his behavior, his conduct is demonic-like, right? He's an ancient entity, and then we are a new creation, and he exploited our newness, our gullibility, our lack of understanding of God and his commandments. And he's still exploiting it to today. Why change up a good thing, right? Anyway, first gang stalker. So he sat there, he waited for God to give you a command. What was the command God gave you? Don't eat from this tree. And then you did what? Listen to Satan, who told you what? You shall not surely die, but become angels. Things will be better for you if you eat from this tree. God is just trying to hide this from you. He's still using that on kids today. Your parents don't know. They just don't want you to go out and have fun. They just want you to be cooped up in this stupid little house and do these stupid things, and because they stupid. And this how Satan is continuously talking to us inside and outside. I'm going to put a video up about a Gentile, and he's going to be talking about reparations. And he has no idea. Well, I'm pretty sure he know he a racist, but he have no idea to the level of his own hate. And he hates so intensely. You can see the hate all across his face. But he hates so intensely that it makes him stupid. And we're going to be watching that. He was scared to put the video on YouTube, but I'm not. You know, I had to go to his website to get the video to put it on YouTube. And then watch the same hater will come and report you for putting his video on there. Fuck him. I don't fear him. Genesis 12:3. I will bless them that bless you, and curse him that curse you. What does it have to do with gain stockings? Everything. Everything. I'm getting to the fuel behind gain stalking. And in these shall all the families of the earth be blessed. What is it saying? It's saying, for every Gentile that bless you, I will bless the Gentile. That's them. And every Gentile that curse you, I will curse that Gentile. That's them. And so they have a choice, don't they? They can be nice or they can be assholes. A lot of them choose to be assholes. I really don't bump into the ones that choose to be nice. I'm talking about in my waking life, it's like literally hard to bump into Gentiles trying to be nice. Usually it's some deception behind that. They want something or they're trying to get to something, but they're just not nice naturally. Deuteronomy 11:28. And a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day. So he's talking to who now? The Israelite. And then he said what? All these Gentiles that hate you, they are cursed. All these Gentiles that are angry with you, they are cursed. All these damn jinn. And so what is he saying right here? And black man, if you don't obey me, that curse is going to gang stalk you until you get destroyed. I am going to bring the Gentile to you. Because first I was casting the Gentile out. The Gentile is a curse to you. And then what did he say? And then we are looked upon as a curse to the Gentile. It's because of the nigger, right? That everything is bad. And so God says, Genesis 49:7, cursed be the anger, their anger. Cursed be their anger. And he talking about Hebrews, but he also talking about Gentiles as well. But he also talking about anybody who's angry like this. I'm passionate. I'm not angry. Watch this. When you know who you are, what you about, where you're going, and you are making efforts to get to where you're going, why do you worry about ignorant people who don't know their ass from their elbow? You know, who looking at you with no knowledge in their brain in a dumb way. They have no idea who you are and what you're about. You know, and they have no idea how bad they finna have it. They have no idea that they are walking fuel for hell's fire. Why should I be worried about motherfuckers that's hell? That's all they are. They're hell. They're hell on this earth to the people, and they're going to be burning in hell in a minute. They're going to become a part of hell. If I know their fate, they ain't shit then. What they say don't matter to me. Okay. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. You ain't thinking about the black man is so angry that this is happening to the white man. No, you thinking vice versa. You know, who is always angry for no damn reason. And so I said this. I went to Oklahoma to go to college, right? So a little time ago, probably about 20 years ago, a little over 20 years. And so when I drove through Texas and I got to Oklahoma, I felt something in the air. I didn't know what it was. I said, what is this intense feeling that I'm feeling? I could feel it. And nobody knew what I was talking about. But when I got to Oklahoma and all those haters start coming up, all those, we hate you nigger because you breathe. Yeah, I start bumping into them. I start bumping into the racism that they say don't exist. You know, I start bumping into the Klan churches and bumping into people that want to lynch me. You know, bumping into cops that pull me over for no damn reason. I start bumping into all of that. You know, you got the wrong place. You from California. I start bumping into all of that hate, all of their country racism, all of their deep South shit that they got from the deep South when they brought to Oklahoma. Watch this. I went into a Subway, and it was a man and a woman in there. The woman said, "God damn it, fuck, you know, Daddy." She's screaming. "Do I have to serve this nigger?" I'm talking about close to 2000, back in 1998, somewhere around 96 to 98. "Do I gotta serve this nigger?" This is Subway. I wish I did have video camera and shit back then on me, because that needed to be filmed. And she threw a fit. The man, which is her daddy, that was making the subs, he nodded his head at her. She said, "Fuck." And "What do you want?" That's how she taking my order. I'm sitting here looking at her crazy because, watch this, I had gotten so used to that racism out there like that, and I got, like I said, this guy coming up, he don't know how racist he is, and he don't know that racism and all of that shit, it ain't, why do black people want reparations and all that kind of stuff? Slavery been over, has it? Has it? Or is it still haunting? Anyway, the guy makes the sub. The bitch, she takes my change and she slams it on the counter, and money is flying everywhere, and she ain't picking shit up. And I just politely got my money, put it in my pocket, and walked out, and I ate my sub. But from that day on, I said I don't want to eat from the black side of the menu no more. So if the place ain't busy and they ain't got time to be putting extra shit in my food, I'm not gonna do that no more, because these people will kill you. You know what I mean? With all of their hate and rage. And watch this. I was truck driving, and I was with the trainer, and me and him was going across the southern states again, and basically he was a black guy dating a white girl, right? And so basically his nose is under a bubble anyway. And so when we got into the deep South, I went to the back of the truck and I grabbed my 22 and I put it in my pocket. And he said, "What is that in your pocket?" And I said, "That's a gun." "What the fuck? Holy shit, motherfucker! Do you know how much trouble we could be in?" He just turned straight coon on me. "Do you know how much fucking trouble we could be? Man, I'm not even backing your fucking ass, man." He just turned straight coon on me. Man, I was like, "Shut up, man. You have no idea what you're doing, and you have no idea where you are, you ignorant motherfucker. What are you talking about, man? You are fucking..." See, they think you crazy. No, I'm not crazy. You have no idea what I've been experiencing for a long time, with these white people. But, and then you've been in California, and you've been dealing with the subtle racism, where you can't hardly tell if it's racism or not, but they undermining you the whole damn time. Anyway, we pull over into a southern little town. You don't do that, black, you stupid motherfucker. I wish I could smack his face to the day. You don't do that, black. And he's like, "Come on, man, let's go out and get something to eat. I want to talk to you." He gonna set me straight about white people. You can't set me straight about white people, dude. I've been experiencing this my whole entire life. Ever since I was a kid, they have done shit to me, and they just have. It ain't that I'm racist against all white people. I'm just telling the truth. They have done shit to me.